Spokane County may be on the verge of moving back to phase 2. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nia Wong.
And I'm Aaron Luna. More people are getting infected and going to the hospital with COVID-19 just 1 week before the Washington Department of Health evaluates counties for phase 3. Well, Mayor Kawash explains what health experts are worried about.
Washington's COVID numbers look pretty good compared to the rest of the country, but younger people may just force Spokane County to move back a phase. As of right now, you can see here, Spokane is just barely meeting all 3 metrics needed to stay in phase 3. Now we'll give you a closer look. 17% of ICU beds are available. That's great news. A county can't have more than 200 cases per 100,000 people. Right now, Spokane is at 187 in the last 2 weeks. And finally, the goal is 5 hospitalizations per 100,000 people. Right now, Spokane is at 4.5 over the last 7 days. Now this could all take a turn for the worst next week. Health experts are waving the red flag as the entire country sets its eyes on returning to normal. That's because another surge could be on the way.
We are at a point that resembles what we saw late September, early October, right before that November through January surge.
That surge once again driven by younger people. More than 50% of Spokane County's new cases in the last 2 weeks come from people younger than 40. You can see the numbers here. 20 to 29-year-olds make up 28% of those cases, while people in their 30s account for another 16%.
We're at a little bit of a tipping point.
Now here's what has to happen for Spokane County to stay in phase 3. 10% of ICU beds must be available. Spokane County has 17%. To meet the case goal, just 73 people can be infected per day, but Spokane is averaging 78 cases every day right now. And there can be no more than 25 hospital visits per week, but 24 people in the county needed emergency care last week. That's why the race is on to get more people vaccinated.
Pushing to get as many people immunized as we can is very, very important. This is, vaccines versus virus right now.
As we try outracing another COVID surge, we're learning more about how this virus spreads. Rarely does it spread on surfaces. In fact, there's a 1 in 10,000 chance of you catching the virus that way. That's why the CDC says you can ditch those disinfectants.
In most situations, regular cleaning of surfaces with soap and detergent, not necessarily disinfecting those surfaces, is enough to reduce the risk of COVID-19 spread.
Now, the only time disinfectants are now recommended at your home, school, or workplace is if someone there has tested positive for the virus within the last 24 hours. And as far as phase 3, if the county stops meeting just one of these metrics, then it's back to phase 2 on that Friday. Reporting live in studio tonight, I'm Maher Kawash, 4 News Now.